Alright, YouTube. Okay, so I got a new install here. This is my new piece just came in the mail. Ultra Racing. It's a 2-point bar, structural bar, so it keeps so the front subframe, the rear bolts with the front subframe attaches it to the frame of the car. So it gives it some rigidity, and definitely a must when you're going to be tracking the car and running higher spring rates and whatnot. So I'm going to be installing that, showing y'all step by step how all that works. There's the close up to it. It says Ultra Racing. It gives you, some of the cars that it fits. Toyota Crown and some of the other GS 300s and ISF stuff. So there you go. Stay tuned. I'll be installing this. Alrighty, so we're here in the garage, about to install this guy right here. 2-point brace. First things, we're gonna jack up the car and see what we're working with. Let's do that. Using a quick jack system here. Lexus 5000. First lock. And second lock. Back on it. Okay, so now it's locked in place. Okie dokie, guys. So it's gonna mount between this guy and this guy, and it's gonna go across. So that's what we're about to do. Okay, stay tuned. Okay, so now we're under the car, and these are going to be the steps that we're going to be using to remove the existing bolts. It's going to attach to this one here, and it's also going to attach to this one here. Okay, so those are the bolts. So you got a 14 millimeter right here, and you have a 17 millimeter right here. So it'll attach here, here, and then it'll do the same thing on the opposite side. Attach here and here. So it'll connect the subframe to the frame itself. Same thing on the other side. So that's what we're going to be removing. So let me go ahead and remove those bolts, and I'll be right back with you. Alrighty, so once you have the bolts removed on both sides, then you put your piece in, and then you start putting your bolts on. So that's basically it. Now you can't really see it really good in the video, but I'll be right back and I'll put the bolts on right now. So now it's a 17 and a 14 millimeter bolts you got to put on. Be right back. Alrighty, so once you have the bolts installed, so the 14 millimeters in here, it's a little bit still loose, but 14 millimeter in here, 17 millimeter here. There's a nut on the top side of this that you have to put on. Once you have it installed, you don't want to tighten anything first, so you just want to put all the bolts and snug them just a little bit, and then just unsnug them just enough to where you can move it around. Once everything is installed in place, then you can start tightening up. Okay, so that's what I'm gonna do now. I'm gonna tighten everything up and get right back with y'all. Bye. All right, guys, so she's all butted up and good to go. So there she is in all his glory. Obviously it's backwards, but that's because I'm backwards. So anyway, if you got any questions, go ahead and post, and any comments, let me know, and I'll see you on the next one. Okay, see ya.